Hi, Kristal.
Hi, Kelly.
How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
How's your week been?
Fantastic. And yours? Oh.
That's great.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, guys.
Hope you're all well. Hope you all enjoyed the previous podcast.
And if you didn't, that's also okay.
And
Like you.
we just say we're not swearing, bro.
We didn't say we're not.
We're toning
gonna-
it down.
We're going to tone it down.
So can we still swear?
Yes, but we mustn't go on a rampage. And remember, we've got the swear jar.
Okay.
For every 5 F words I say. So last podcast, I didn't have to put anything in the swear jar.
No, neither of us did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Let's just quickly tell everyone, subscribe, like, comment, and share, please. Okay, now you can have the floor. I'm done.
Jeez. All right. What do you always say? So how's your week been? What did you do this week?
Not much. And you?
Anyway. Okay, guys. So some people have inquired because I think it was episode 9 with all the swearing and stuff like that. We ended off by saying me talking about being banned from places and stuff like that. We're going to bring it up in the next one and whatever. So some people are a little bit curious and they're asking, let it go. But okay. So also, this is pretty much touching base with our last podcast as well, because it's that assumption shit and going by what other people say.
Yes.
Anyway, so I'm going to make it very quick. There's a couple of stories, but the one that you want to talk about is Clarence. So Fabian and I got, I don't want to say banned from Clarence, but we were very kindly asked not to go back. Not to a specific restaurant or hotel, the town. And it's purely just because we, I want to say, know how to party. I feel like Beverly Goldberg in my mom jeans. We know how to party. Fuck.
Have to go live with this so people can see what's going on here.
Me bopping and weaving.
They have to. I think the next one we're going live.
You mustn't get, you get people excited. You're going off track.
I'm just saying, they're missing the authenticity.
Authenticity. You make it hard for me, hey? You make it hard for me not to correct you. And you just swore again. So now we 2-2.
Are you actually writing down our swear words?
Yeah, because for every 5th time we say the F word, we have to put 50 Rand in the swear jar and it goes to charity.
Okay, we're going live next week after this one. Okay, carry on talking.
I can't remember what I was saying now.
You were going to get to
ban from Clarence because we know how to party. So anyway, also, that was when we were on the sauce, So that's the gist of it, guys. A very interesting reminder came up the other day. I was talking to people and whatever, clients, whatever. And they touched on our previous podcast, going by what people say about other people. And I mentioned something that has followed me my whole life. So now this is the thing. Once you tarnish somebody's reputation,
can't get it back.
You cannot fucking clean that up. Oh, damn. Okay, sorry, I had to write it down. I have to stop doing that. It's really, you can't go back. You can't unsay it. So, and even if you just do it in conversation, you don't mean for it to come out as bad. It's just going with a story. You need to understand that you are speaking badly about somebody else's reputation. And okay, let me just.
And you can't, whoever you're saying it to, they're not going to be, that's all they're going to think about. It's going to be in
That's why you can't erase it.
Yeah.
So I was doing a client's nails years ago and sat down, I didn't recognize her. And she said, oh, such a small world, this and that. And the next thing, I was apparently in matric when she was in grade 8 or 9, chatting, school days, this and that, whatever. And she's like, yo, geez, I can't believe how our year was so scared of you. And it really bugged me. And I was like, oh, really? I'm fucking sure you ought to be scared of. I'm fine if I can think of. But that's how I just want to give to charity. That's it. I'm a good person. So anyway, I said to her, but why? And look, I think I maybe was a little bit of a pretentious bitch at school. first one to say it. But to be scared, like that's a little bit deeper. So she said, no, geez, she heard about the time I pushed the girl down the escalator at the Glen. And I was like, wow, tell me about that time. She was like, no, it was the escalators going from the roof down.
Oh, yeah, they even knew where.
Yeah, no, there was an entire picture. I really enjoyed the story, but I felt a little bit bad at the end to tell her that it was fucking fake. So she was like, it never happened. I never put... There was a lot of things that might have happened at the Glen, you know, but I never ever pushed anybody down the escalators. Like, that's hectic, eh? Like, surely I'd be in the Southern Korea or something.
Yeah, and surely you would remember pushing someone down the escalator.
I really would. Yeah, so anyway, I said to her, listen, babes, hate to break it. You're going to have to, like, figure out a new way to rewire your brain and think about me, because I didn't push anyone down. Anyway, what I'm saying is, you can't do that. You can't go around saying
and
something about someone that isn't fucking true at all and then building on it.
But now that girl, how long ago did the...
No, dude, that's like 20 years.
20, and she's still 3 years later. Oh,
that
about you.
Yeah. So like I said, I understand why that kind of, how do I say it, thought pattern would be the base of the rumor.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, but wow, hectic. So like I said, you can't, and I mean, again, also another friend of mine, there was a situation that came up. He met her, they chatted, all was well, and the next minute, the her turned around and said, no, can't entertain conversation anymore. I know exactly who you are and what you've done. And
yeah, that's people, isn't that sin of assumption?
Yeah, but also that's people talking shit about another person, and it's actually affecting that person's
character. Their character.
No, they laugh. Because now, who's to say that him and that person, that girl, weren't going to go for coffee? Yeah, or even just become really good friends or something. But no, because she heard someone say something about him, that stuck. It's thinkum, that's happened.
And like I said in the last podcast, I was one of those people. Someone said something, and I believed them.
Oh, yeah, you did.
And it's so easy to be manipulated by people, because
I'm not someone the person, the next time I see them, this is so hard that we can't mention names.
But it just shows you, because you trust that person's, when that person
that's
you trust you with your whole heart.
But in that situation, I think I also would have.
No, it's wrong. No matter who's telling you something, it's like, you got to go find out for yourself.
And you see, for me, why? Why do you feel the need to throw that person under the bus like that? Like, if you're having vibes with somebody, and the next minute that person turns around and says, oh, but so-and-so, and you're like, so-and-so? Let me tell you about so.
That's exactly how it goes.
Why do people feel the need to bring someone else into the shit show? Fuck off.
That's exactly.
Leave people be. Run your own fucking train. Don't drag people with you. Seriously. You can't tell somebody else's story. It's not yours to tell. You know, you can't speak about people in a certain way and expect everything to be fine.
And, let me tell you something. We target market, apparently, with this whole, no, I'm being serious, with this whole podcast is all people between 35 and 44, I think, statistically. That's what our analytical report is.
What a fucking letdown, man. I want to guard the youth.
No, but now, if
with my Beverly Gerberg jeans.
If all these people in our age group are listening, and we can change the narrative for our children to grow up and learn not to talk shit about other people.
I don't think we understand how much it impacts that person you've spoken about. I'm not sitting here like a saint. I am a fucking human.
We're all at fault.
At fault. Literally, like, yeah.
But if we all practice, I mean, maybe...
But you must remember, it's difficult for people to also be self-aware. And narcissists will never acknowledge where they're wrong. They will never acknowledge that they are at fault. They don't self-recognize. So if it is a narcissist mentioning that about that person, they've created their safety little blanket and their victim, aura. And sorry, I just saw something. And then I can't undo it.
Or something.
Yeah, hold on. Okay, let me just get this out. Okay. They say it, the one thing, and they forget about it. It doesn't bother them again. They forget that they've even said it. But the person they said it to is carrying it the entire time, not forgetting, remembering that shit was said about said person. It's really hard not mentioning names. Can't we say like pineapple and cranberry and then banana rocked up and banana and cranberry?
People get what we're saying. It doesn't have to be they know who we're talking about.
My friend, sometimes I listen to our podcast and I don't fucking know what we're talking about.
No, people get it. The point is, don't run people down. Don't leave it. If you hear something, let someone tell you, but let it pass. Don't carry it. That's the point. And if we can practice as our group or our I don't know what
generation.
You call it. Yeah. If we can learn to be
a little bit
better,
more aware,
maybe we'll help our children grow up not to make our mistakes. Because we're all guilty of it.
Look, my kids are very straightforward, eh? Like, I regret it. I Google how to re-raise children sometimes. Wow. They're a treat. But yeah, guys, moving on. I think we all just need to be better humans. I just sound like I'm really going down a...
And it's not easy to be a better human because it's nice. I mean, you get people that enjoy talking and in conversation, you mention this and this, you don't realize what you actually...
Yeah, we just need to be a little bit more mindful about what comes out of our mouths.
Yeah, like that girl carried for 20 years that you pushed her down, some girl down the escalator.
Yeah, so when she sees me, that's automatically what she thinks. Which is also like, why would you want to send someone to me for counseling if I push someone down the escalator? So she must have a short fuse, that one.
You should beware, don't push. Never go beware of the dog. Beware, don't push you down the escalator. No, fuck, guys. That's a funny one, eh?
You did laugh. You enjoyed that one.
I did laugh. It was cute.
Oh, gosh. Okay, now I had something in my head and I completely forgot what it was. No, it's gone, eh? I've got a 13-year-old.
I've also got one.
Yeah.
You've got a new one.
Yeah, he's my first one.
My one's been 13 since February.
Just see. Worn in, eh?
Wait. I always tell you wait.
No, I don't need to wait. It's just, I'm trying to be positive and we are being good, kind people. We are not over swearing anymore.
I must say it's very boring.
Our children are a blessing.
But now I'll swear. When you talk nonsense like that.
Is anybody else battling to the point where they actually can no longer give a shit to tell your kids to study for exams?
I don't know. I actually don't even want to talk about the studying and the exams because the
close to bribing with money
are going to fly and they think they know everything, hey?
No,
they know.
One of them's going to be a professional YouTuber. So we don't have to worry about private school fees. Motherfuckers. But it's going to be
I had to put a whole new Wi-Fi system to get... I almost forget what they...
Foster.
Yeah, much faster speed because of the lag and the ping that they need. I have no idea what lag or ping is.
Lag is when... Okay, it doesn't matter.
But we had to get lag and we had to fix the ping and the lag. And then we had to go buy microphones because they're live streaming.
Oh, no, mine live stream, but they don't have microphones.
No, we had to buy microphones.
He can talk into his fucking...
We had to buy microphones for the live streaming.
I swear, the PS5 remote, you talk into it.
I told them that. No, it was not clear enough. So and then did you study? I've studied everything. I don't need to study.
Wow.
I said, okay.
But we're not asking you if you studied last year. We mean like now.
And you can't beat them, eh? I try.
I beat them. Fuck.
No, I don't beat my children. They beat me. I yet to beat them, especially that big one. The small one, I can still get away with it. But that big one...
It was his birthday as well.
It was his birthday. And he's still cute, eh? Oh, I think after, I think I got one more year. Because once they get to 12...
No, that's it. It's gone.
That's it. It's gone. There's no more cuteness.
It's gone.
Just fucking arseholes.
Vomit hairs and sweat.
Yeah, that's it. So I'll enjoy the small one, but that big one, he knows everything. And every day he's something, hey? He wants to be a guitarist, a motorbike,
Oh my God.
a judo guy, completely everything. Whatever you can think of, we have to have arguments. If we walk past again, I want a guitar.
So listen, the most incredible thing was a couple of weeks ago, I shared something on my WhatsApp status. And it was somewhere along the lines of, you get those people that cannot communicate because they think all communication is an attack. Or, if my son doesn't reply to that specific one and say, imagine, with laughing faces, because he knows that is him. I'm not posting that for you people. I'm posting that for my children. No, but seriously. And I was like, but it's not funny, boy.
They really are.
He says that we communicate differently because we're from different times.
So is that what it is? Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, my daughter even told me a couple of weeks ago that I need to get with it again. Apparently I'm not with it anymore.
Yeah, they laugh at me.
No, she commented on some of the jewelry that I wore. She's like, it's a little bit old. Bitch, I don't wear old jewelry, look at me. Well, I don't think I do. I've got like 63 piercings. And then I start to panic and I'm like, oh my God, what's making me look older? No, the jewelry, and then sometimes the way I do my makeup when I go out. She's like, very millennial. Okay, but what about it? Help me. I've never needed that before.
Yeah, that's the glories of children. So yeah, my kids are gonna. I told you, the small one's not a problem yet. It's once they.
But also, listen, confession of the tongue, babes. Why are you even putting that out on yourself? He could be, I don't know, a miracle. Well, don't confess that he's gonna be or say yes.
What?
Maybe he's gonna be different.
The small one?
Yeah.
No, he's a lovely child.
That's it. That's what I'm saying.
The big one, he's a guitarist. He's a motorbike rider. He's a professional
TV game player.
Basketball player.
Oh, yeah.
Don't forget the basketball.
Yeah.
He wants to drive now. When can I?
Literally sounds like you're explaining my kids.
When can he drive? He needs to drive. Must learn how.
Like alone.
Yeah.
Oh.
They want to drive now. I said, when you're 18, you drive.
Oh, no, like mine, no basics.
No, he wants to go in. I must take him.
Scared I'll go to jail. I don't want to say too much.
And go teach him how to drive. So when he's 18, he can just go.
Yeah, he is right though.
He's 30. I must teach him how to drive now.
13. My angel, he could drive you down to Durban. You guys would get pulled over. He would do his father's idea and get away with it. I mean, come on.
So, yeah, children, and like we were talking about the exams, they don't need to study.
Yeah.
So let's see I
don't know how much more I've got left in me with regard. Sometimes I really, really, really think my mom was onto something. Funny enough, I've actually said it to my brother a few times where I'm like, you know what? I get it. Like the odd day forgetting us at school. Or
I'm sure they did it to us on purpose.
I understand the grasser. I get it. I swear I do. I think that's where I'm stuffing up. I am literally such a helicopter parent. Oh, one of them, I'm not going to mention her name, phones me the other day.
I'm not going to mention her name.
This is how it goes. So I answer now, it's like 10 o'clock. So I'm like, geez, what the hell's wrong? Answer, I'm like, hello? You need to bring me my Adidas sneakers. I left them at home. But I don't need to do, what? I took the shoes.
Yeah, because we're obedient parents.
But seriously, maybe my mom was onto something. Because she was chilled. There, not there, do it, don't do it. Have you got homework? Did you do it? No. Look, I think my mom stopped signing tests and my daily report shit from grade 7 maybe.
Yeah.
Yes, like I could sign that.
No one helped. Did anyone help you with a project?
Never.
My kids go, oh, please go buy all this. This is what we need for the project. And I'm like, but no one bought me things for my project.
Yeah, but you see now, this is also where it's a double-edged sword because we're raising them in a completely different time. So I contradict myself on this so many times. You can't raise kids today for a day that's gone. So like our day's gone. Us to expect our kids to be the way that we were when we were their age, it's normal, but it's selfish because it's a completely different time. There's technology is destroying fucking the human race. Okay, but end of the day, I think basics, like a school project, you can do yourself, Miss Potato Head. It's a 1.5.
Well, no, 1.5%. They weren't easy. But I mean, I didn't go to school. I don't know what they're talking about.
No, so I promise you now, my mom didn't even know in matric that I didn't have a biology file. Look, I was suspended from biology for like 2 terms. She didn't know. So now finals or prelims comes up and I phone her. I was about 4:30 in the afternoon and I said to her, what time are you coming home? And she's on her way. So I just said, I need to go to the Glen. I need to go to P&A. So she says, what for? So I said, no, I just need to get this book because someone at school had told me about, I'll never forget, biology in a nutshell. So she's like, why do you need it? I said, I'm writing biology. I need to study. So she says, it's 4:30 in the afternoon. When are you writing biology? I said, tomorrow. But now listen, this was when Jackie had a cigarette in the one hand. She was backhanding me with the other hand. It was, So we go to the Glen, we get biology in a nutshell. Anyway, aced the shit out of that test. I'm not saying it's right if there's young listeners, which I fucking hope there isn't. But I think I smashed it. Completely lost my trail of thought.
The biology book?
Oh, it's suspended. My mom didn't know. So anyway, she's saying to me, why do you need this book, blah, blah, blah. How bad was it? I said, I've been suspended. I don't have a file. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, what do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? You don't know. So you haven't known for 2 terms. Now you want
to get involved.
Literally. She was like, are you going to? Okay. Ma, we've got a school trip. Okay. I need okay. Find it. Phone your father.
I think we're just too overbearing.
I don't regret it though. I wouldn't change it.
I like being the way I am. Shame, I don't think my children would survive a week if I had to treat them how we were brought up. Of that, like...
Our one would.
No, mine would not.
No, there's one that would. The other 2 would, they would seize. Yeah. Anyway, always fun chatting about that. What else, Kristal?
Oh, Kelly, look at you. You're asking me what else. You hate it when I do that.
I'm getting so profesh.
Oh, what else, guys?
And that's another thing. Like my daughter will look at me and she'll be like, profesh. We don't talk like that, Emma. I'm like, I'm just, she's like, no. Like, oh my gosh. Just also let me be a person. I didn't realize I was so
I think you also
uncool.
take them too seriously.
I really do.
You shouldn't.
I value what they say.
Yeah, but you shouldn't.
Like if Levi looks at me and he's like, you look nice, are you wearing that? I'll change. He's 12.
You give them too much.
No.
Too much opinion.
I'll be like, does this look okay with this? He's like, if it did, you wouldn't ask me. Wow. And the worst is if I ask Fabian anything, it's,
oh, you're nice.
You're beautiful. He's a lying piece of shit.
They are bastards.
Shame, we call them bastards in every episode, eh? Who are we talking about? The kids or the husbands?
Both.
Yeah, everyone.
Everyone.
Fuck.
Kelly, I'm trying to think of something exciting to say without swearing.
Well, I don't know. There's not much I can say without swearing.
No,
and we've gone down this rabbit hole.
Can I be honest? Don't worry about the swearing. Because we're concentrating so much on swearing, not swearing.
That we're actually not even talking.
That we're not even talking.
We can't talk when we don't swear.
Yeah, so forget about the swearing. Let's just tone it down. But we'll still give to charity. You start. Let's not.
The first person to count how many times I said the F word in this podcast.
Just say the fuck word.
Comment. Just the first will get a surprise.
Okay, they'll get a surprise. But let's not focus on the swearing because the swearing's making us like.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. And that's weird because I don't come from a swearing family.
I can't say the same.
No. Like, don't get me wrong, Irish lunatics of note, literally, like drinking, owning nightclubs, a lot of that, but not so much profanity. We are class.
No, we got no class. If you want to, if we're swearing, I have zero class then. Swearing is the judge of classiness. So yeah, let's get over this whole swearing story. Whoever doesn't like it, block your ears. That's what I say. They don't like us swearing.
Block your ears.
Block your ears.
Anyway, talking about classy, I just had a memory. It's very cute. So my grandparents, my mom's mom and dad, wonderful folks. Wonderful. I don't think I've ever met a classier woman than her. There wasn't a time where she wasn't done up to the absolute nines. Hair done, nails done, really. I mean, wore high heels every single day of her life.
That generation did that.
Yeah, so that's the silent generation, eh? That's why our parents are so fucked. Because they were raised by the silent generation.
But the old people did that, hey? They used to wear their high heels dressed up.
And you didn't speak back, eh?
No.
You spoke when spoken to. Oh, wow. Look at me. Realizing so. Okay, so anyway, the grand was classy as shit, okay? So her and my grandfather have a fight the one day. Obviously, this is long before my time. I heard from mom and uncles, stories around Christmas. Anyway, my grandfather liked the sauce as well. So he came home, I think it was after St. Patrick's Day or something, probably 3 days later, smashed. Him and my gran are having an argument. He goes inside, locks her out the house. So my gran throws a fucking pot plant through the bay window in the front of the lounge or something like that. And she was just like, she said, if you don't open the door, I'm walking her. And that was normal. I mean, the one day he locked the bedroom door and she started lighting newspaper and stuffing it under the door. Yeah, she was going to burn him out. And that was normal. Oh, wow, I'm having so many revelations. But anyway, like a lot makes sense now. So being classy and doing shit like that was okay. Like our parents being subjected to that shit, they made it out alive. They raised us. I really think our kids are not exposed to enough
craziness. Well, in fact, we'll just play them the podcast.
We protected them so much. Like, I know we've protected our kids, eh? Like from situations, things, and I think we're doing them good. But then when something does go down, like if they see something or they hear of something, I don't know how to explain it without being deep. But seriously, like a situation will happen and it'll be like, how can that happen? Like
they're not aware.
Close family friends getting divorced. Like that for my kids is like, what? No, that's not normal. Because we shelter them, we protect them. But we don't let them see completely drunken outbursts and fighting. We don't fight in front of our children.
I think we'll try to do it, John.
But we don't go, like, I mean, the pots don't hit walls. Oh, maybe that is the problem.
No, but then at the same time, I'm sure the kids, I kind of do tell my kids, not everyone lives the way they live. I do tell them.
I don't think they give a shit, eh?
No, they don't. But one day when they're older, they mustn't, I always tell them, don't think everyone lives the way you live.
Yeah. One thing I will always live by is never forget where you come from. I sound like a fucking Hallmark card, but seriously, like, you lose your substance. It changes you as a person, and not always for the better, because like your humility goes for a ball of shit. When you forget where you came from and who you are. See, I'm speaking with like certain people in mind and stuff, so it's a little bit hard when you're not in my head.
Sorry.
But yeah, guys, just be yourselves. Be classy. Don't give too many fucks, but maybe give one here and there.
Yeah, like I say, I do think we do shelter our children from all those things. But just make them aware that not everyone lives the way they live at home, eh?
Like mine have kind of always been aware of that, not like in a sense where be grateful, here's food. But yeah, I think we're running out of content. It's getting boring. See you later.